before we start class, let's please remember our rules. Please only unmute and answer when I call on you, okay? Please no talking unless it is your turn. Make sure your camera is on. Make sure you're sitting nicely, paying attention. And I think that's all of them. Okay, today and tomorrow we will finish learning about the states of matter, and then next week we're gonna start learning about how matter can change. You might do some cooking at home, some melting, some burning things. So that'll be next week. We'll talk about changing matter. Today we will, can I please have, whenever you read this, please read that today we will first, okay? So let's start with Moon, number 1, starting with today.
Today we will review mass, classify, solid, liquid, and gases.
Can you say classify?
Classify.
Very good. Okay, so we'll review mass, classify, solids, liquids, gases. Nam, can you read number 2, starting with today?
Today we will learn a new property, volume.
Very good. Oh, nice job pronouncing that new word too. Today we'll learn a new property called volume. Number 3, let's have Sino. Can you read number 3, starting with today?
3. Learn how math helps us classify matter.
Excellent. So we've talked about how we can classify, group matter into solids, liquids, and gases. How can mass help us classify matter? Because mass is a?
Matter.
The amount of matter, yes, but what is that? How much matter something has is one of its
Properties.
Yes, excellent. So Sam, can you say the whole sentence? Mass is a?
Mass is a properties.
Very good. Mass is a property. So we can use that to help us classify. And the last one about volume. Let's have Taylor start with today we will and read number 4.
Today we will learn how volume helps us classify matter.
Very good. So just like mass can help us group things, heavy, medium, light, we can also classify things by volume. So starting with number 1. Oh, and of course, remember to always answer in complete sentences. All right, review, mass, classify, solids, liquids, and gases. First of all, everyone, go ahead and unmute and say, classify. Okay. Banana, can you please read the orange box?
Property mass. More mass equal more mass.
What's this word here, Banana? One more time.
Matter.
Good. More matter equals more mass. Banana, can you read the first sentence for us?
Mass is the amount of a matter in an object.
Very good. The amount of matter in an object. Okay? Remember, solids are tighter. Liquids are flowy. So if I have a solid that's this big and a liquid that's this big, which one do you think will have more mass? I have a solid this big and a liquid this big. Which one do you think would have more mass if they're the same size? Zook, what do you think?
I think the solid will heavy, will have more mass.
Excellent, yes. I think the solid would also have more mass because it's tight and solid and liquids are flowy, okay? Except for ice. For some, water is one of the few things where water, when it's ice, it floats because it's lighter than the water. That's just one of the few cases where the solid is lighter than the liquid and has less mass. The only other thing I want to read from this is the last sentence because it's very important. Milk. Milk, could you read the last sentence for us?
You can use a balance to measure the mass of an object.
Very good. And Milk, do you remember which side is heavier and has more mass? The side that goes down or the side that is up?
The side is go down is more bigger and many things in it.
So it has more.
Heavy. It's heavy, so it go down, and it's not heavy, it go up.
Very good. So does that mean it has more mass or less mass?
More mass?
Very good. Exactly. Excellent job, Milk. Great memory. All right, so this is what Milk was talking about. Everyone, please circle the side that has less mass. Please circle the side that has less mass. Very good job, guys. All right, next, balance. We use this balance. Can I please have Sino and Nam and Puppy, all three of you, Sino, Nam, and Puppy, can you please read the definition of balance? Go ahead.
Balance.
To compare the mass of objects.
Very good. So can the balance tell us how much it weighs? How many kilograms? What do you guys think? Raise your hand if you have an idea. Do you think the balance can tell us how many kilograms? How about Pasta? Go ahead. Do you think this balance could tell us how many kilograms something weighs?
Maybe yes.
Maybe yes. Depends. Maybe. Do you see a place here for any numbers that could tell you how heavy it is?
No, but we can. If we take a 1 kilogram cube and put it on the one side, put it on one side, and take another 1 kilogram and 2 kilogram cube and put it on the other side, the other side will be heavier and the 2 kilogram will kind of
Yep,
go
definitely.
down.
Yep, so if we use kilogram cubes, we can at least know, is it more than a kilogram or less than a kilogram? But we still don't know, is it 2 kilograms or 3 or 4? We just know it's more than the one on the other side. So this does not tell us how heavy something is. It just compares. For example, here, I don't know which one, I don't know how much these weigh, but I can feel them and know, well, this one has more mass. I don't know how much more, but I can feel that it has more mass. So balance helps us compare the mass of two objects. Which one weighs more? Which one has more mass? But it does not tell us the weight. Can someone repeat what I just said? What does the balance tell us and what does it not tell us? Misha?
The balance tells us which tools is heavier and which tools is lighter.
And what does it not tell us?
It's not tell us.
Who remembers? That was very good, Misha. Let's give Misha a hand. What does the balance not tell us, Rosie?
The balance not tell us the weight.
Excellent. It doesn't actually tell us the weight. Very good job. Okay. So, we want to compare the mass of something in your house. Everyone, pick up 2 things that are near you. Go ahead. You could compare the mass of those 2 things for us. Jack, do you want to start? Let's all take a look at Jack. Hold it up for us.
Yeah.
Okay, so which one has more mass?
The cup of water.
Very good. Excellent work. Let's have someone else give it a try. Who wants to compare their 2 pieces of matter? Let's have Ben 10. Go ahead and hold your 2 pieces of matter up and unmute yourself. All right. And go ahead and pretend you're a balance. Which one has more mass? Nice.
My record of the electric has more mass.
Very good.
The lighter has less mass.
Excellent job, Ben 10. All right, let's have another one. How about Moon? Go ahead, hold up your 2 objects.
Here.
All right, and go ahead and show us your balance. Which one has more? Show us your balance. Okay, and can you tell us which one has more matter?
The iPhone has more matter than the cup.
Excellent, good. Remember, more matter equals more mass. Nice job, Moon. Excellent work. Let's have one more. I see quite a few hands. Cherry, we haven't heard from you yet. Go ahead, Cherry, and hold up your 2 objects. Which one has more matter? What do you, can you use your words? Full sentences, remember?
The book has more matter.
Very good. So which one has more mass?
The book has more mass.
Very good. Nice work, Cherry. Okay, guys. Excellent job. You guys did amazing with this. Let's go back to our PowerPoint now. Everyone, classify. We learned this word yesterday. Could everyone please unmute and read this definition of classify? But first, everyone say categories.
Categories.
Good. These are
Categories.
Good. Categories is another word for groups. And we all know the word characteristics, right? We've seen this word before. Characteristics or properties. These are almost the same. Characteristics, properties, very similar, okay? All right, go ahead and read the whole definition for classify. Everyone start with the word classify. 1, 2, 3.
Classify.
Group of
People, things,
Very good. So grouping people or things into classes or groups using their shared characteristics or properties, putting them in groups based on things they share. Like I could put you guys in groups. I could classify you by gender, boy, girl. I could classify you by height, tall, medium, short. I could classify you by your name. First part of the alphabet, middle part of the alphabet, last part of the alphabet. By the first letter of your name. How do scientists classify matter? What do they use to classify matter? Sino, go ahead.
Classify solid, a liquid, and gas.
Very good, excellent. They classify matter into solids, liquids, and gases. What do they use to decide if they're a solid, a liquid, or gas? What do they need to observe? Taylor?
They need to observe the property of it.
Excellent answer. Great work. Exactly. So they observe properties to put it into solid, liquid, and gases. Nice teamwork, Taylor and Sino. Do you guys classify anything in your home, Misha?
Say for you, the answer in the chatting.
Oh, you sent me an answer.
In the first question.
Oh, I see. Very good job, Misha. I have a book and pencil. The book is heavier. Nice work. Sam, do you classify anything in your house?
I classify the book, the toys to toys, and paper to papers.
Nice, very good. It's good to be organized. We put things in groups so we know where they are and we can find them easier. Some people, like this person, classified their closet. Here they have all their dresses. Here they have their shoes, their skirts. All right, they've classified their clothes to help them find them. All right, everyone, is it a solid, a liquid, or a gas? Everyone, ready?
Can I say how I classify?
Go ahead, Zook. Everyone, go ahead and draw. Zook, what do you classify?
I classify the clothes in summer with the clothes in summer, the clothes in winter with the clothes in winter.
Nice, excellent. I do that too, Zook. That's really good. All right, solids can keep their own shape. Liquids keep the shape of its container. Gases have no shape. Nice
But I cannot draw.
I've already turned it off. That's why. Here, try the next one. Go ahead, everybody, and draw. Okay, this looks a little messier. I think, let me draw the lines where I see them. Everyone agrees about gases. Bunny, please read for solids.
Solids can change if they are moved.
Do you think that's correct? Puppy, what do you think? Do you agree or disagree? Solids change their shape if they are moved. Everyone, pick up a solid on your desk and hold it in front of your camera. Did it change shape? Everybody, tell me, did it change shape?
No.
No. So do solids change shape if they're moved? No. If you move a solid, it's still the same shape, whether it's here or over here or on my head. It's still the same shape.
But you can break it.
But what if I pour this water into this cup? Will the water change shape?
Yes.
Yeah, now it'll be the shape of this cup. Let's try this again, everybody. All right, much better, everybody. Solids keep their shape. Liquids change shape if they're moved. And yes, gases change shape all the time. Next one, go ahead and draw. All right, guys, looking good, except for this red one. There we go. Solids, who can read about, actually, let's start with gases. Banana, can you please read the one for gases? Where's gases going?
And change its own shape.
Very good, okay, and let's have Blue Moon, can you please read liquids?
Will flow to take the shape of each container, then stop.
Very good. And solids won't change shape unless you cut it, bend it, break it. Okay. So we're going to learn a new property now, volume. Everybody unmute and say volume.
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 Okay. Volume is how we measure a liquid. What do we use to measure? What do we use to measure how long something is? What do we use to measure how long something is? Nam?
Ruler.
A ruler. Very good. We use a ruler. Okay? So for solids, we can use a ruler to measure how long it is. We have mass. For liquids, we measure the volume. Sino, can you please read about volume?
The volume of a liquid is the amount of the space it takes up. But can you erase that?
So, volume is the amount of space a liquid takes up. The volume of the liquid, how much space does it take up? Ray?
The volume of liquid is measured in milliliters and liters.
Excellent, Ray. Milliliters and liters. Just like centimeters, for volume we have milliliters. Everyone, please read what Sino read. Everyone, please read this. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
We measure liquid by volume. The volume of a liquid is the amount that it takes.
Very good. Excellent. Susu, can you read this bubble for us?
These glasses are a different shape, but the volume of the liquid is the same.
Excellent. So, everyone take a look at these glasses. What do you think? Sophia, are they the same or are they different?
That's a difference. The volume of liquids are the same.
Very good. So there's still the same amount of water. It's just a different shape. But the liquid is still taking up the same amount of space. The volume of the liquid is the same. So, volume is how much space a liquid takes up. Could you measure how much ketchup is in this small bowl? Pasta, what do you think? Do you think if we put this into something to measure volume, could we find the volume of this liquid?
Yes.
Yeah, we could. Can you read this up here, Pasta? Great job.
Could you measure how much? 50 meters, a liter, a gallon?
All right, great job. We can measure the amount. We can say, is it 50 milliliters, a liter, a gallon? These are words we can use to measure liquids. So, let's all say this is 50 milliliters. That is the volume. That's how much space it takes up. Yes, what is your question? Go ahead.
But what is a gallon?
Gallon is something we use in America. They do not use it in Europe. The same way in America we use feet instead of meters. We use gallons instead of liters. I don't know why. America is silly sometimes. We've measured it. This is the volume. Bunny, go ahead and read the question in the yellow box.
If I change the container, does the amount of liquid change?
Okay, and let's hear from Ben 10. Oh, Ben 10, what do you think? If I change the container, will the amount of liquid change? Will the volume change?
Yes.
If I put this ketchup in a new container, will the amount of ketchup change?
The ketchup change is safe.
It stays the same. Very good. If I change the container, the volume will still be 50 milliliters. It'll just be a different what? What will change about the ketchup? The volume stays the same. The mass stays the same. What will be different? Misha, what do you think? What will be different?
The different thing is the shape.
Excellent. The different thing is the shape. Taylor, how much ketchup is in this container?
15 millimeters.
Good. 50 milliliters. How much ketchup would be in the new container? Taylor, how much ketchup would be in the new container?
It is also the same ketchup as the first bowl.
Excellent. Very good, Taylor. The amount of liquid stays the same. It has a fixed volume. Everyone say that. It has a fixed volume. 1, 2, 3.
It has
Very good. Read the first sentence. Everyone. 1, 2, 3. Fixed. Very good. Fixed means it does not change. Most adults get a fixed pay, the same money every month. It's fixed. It does not change. Every month they get the same amount of money. You might get a fixed breakfast, which is the same one every morning. Does anyone else have something fixed they can think of? Something that does not change? Rosie?
Every day I must do my homework.
Excellent. That is fixed. You do your homework every night. Very good. Moon, go ahead. Moon, do you have something that's fixed?
I have to eat breakfast.
Very good. So you have a fixed schedule. Every morning I eat breakfast. That is fixed. It doesn't change. So the amount of liquid is fixed. The volume does not change, only the shape, okay? The volume is fixed. The shape is not fixed. Oh, and we've already said this. The shape of a liquid is not fixed. It can change. Everyone read that. 1, 2, 3.
The shape of a liquid is not fixed.
The shape
of a
liquid is not fixed. The shape of a liquid.
The shape of the liquid is not fixed. It can change.
Very good. Okay, but the volume is. So here, everybody answer at the same time. Ready? Say yes or no. Is the shape the same?
No.
No.
Everyone, yes or no? Is the volume the same?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. The volume is fixed. The shape is not fixed. All right, learn how mass helps us classify matter and how volume classifies matter. So our big question, let's have someone read this. How can these two properties help us classify matter? How can we use these two properties? Can I please have, Jack, can you please read this question I typed at the bottom?
How can these two properties help us classify matter?
Very good. Let's find out. I believe this is the next slide. Yep, YouTube video. Okay, everybody, please pay close attention. So here you can see we measure volume. This is 50 milliliters. This is 300 milliliters. This is how much space the liquid is taking up in milliliters. And this mass, this is a scale, not a balance, a scale. The scale will tell us kilograms or grams of mass. Everyone, please unmute and say fixed shape, fixed mass.
Hey.
Stay the same. Mass stay the same. Volume stay the same.
Fixed shape, a fixed mass, and a fixed volume. All of them are fixed. They stay the same for solids. So everyone say liquid, fixed mass, fixed volume, not fixed shape.
Liquid.
Fixed mass.
Liquid.
Liquid.
Mass stay
Mass
the
stays the same. Volume stays the same. Shape.
Good. So the mass is fixed. It still weighs the same. Volume still takes up the same amount of space, but the shape will change. So for a gas, the mass stays the same. It still weighs the same amount, but the volume can change and the shape can change. So gas only has a fixed mass. The volume changes. It can take up more or less space, and the shape can change too. So the gas could take up this much space and still be the same amount, or this much space and still be the same mass. But see, the volume is changing. It could take up less space or more space. All right, guys. So that's it for that video. Today we learned, everyone read this, 1, 2, 3.
Today,
Maybe
How much liquid? Solid, liquid, and gases.
Very good. Okay. I think our star students for today were Misha, working hard, and Ben 10. You did a great job today, Ben 10. Let's see. Yesterday was Duke and Rosie. Let's do one more for Pasta. Very good job today, Pasta. All right. And homework. Draw a picture of an object you could make at home using at least 2 different states of matter. So your homework is to draw a picture of something you could make using 2 different states of matter. For example, what objects in your house are a solid? Let's recycle, okay? You could use water bottles, you can use pencils, you can use plants, you can use paper, but try and recycle if you can, okay? So, these are some solids you could use. What about objects in your house that are liquids? How could you use them? Okay, for example, maybe you could use water, you could use soda, you could use bubbles, you can use markers. Markers, the inside of markers, the color is liquid if you do some coloring. Here are some examples. Bubbles, water, okay? You could use milk, ketchup. What objects in your house are gases or could hold gases? An empty water bottle has gas. That's easy. Bubbles are gas. A balloon can hold gas. All of these use gases. So even if you just have an empty water bottle, that'll have gas in it. So, here are some things you can make. An invention to solve a problem, like an engineer, or an experiment. You can make toys, something to help you classify things at home. So something to put your toys or your papers. You could make something for a pet. Pretty much anything. It just needs to use 2 states of matter. Here are some examples. A science experiment using hot water and gas. An art project using water, liquids, and solids. Here, a science experiment. Here they are building something. Here, an experiment with plants using solid, liquid, and gas. Here an experiment using liquids and solids, and here they are also building something. These are just some examples. The only rule is make sure you can actually make this. You will be making this drawing in the future. So today's homework is just to draw it, but you will be making it. So make sure you draw something you could actually make.